10 reasons for the reality of the resurrection in 2 minutes. But first, something about assumptions. If you're looking at the evidence and you're an atheist and that's your prior assumption and you don't believe in miracles, then it's going to skew the way that you look at the evidence. So I would say look at the evidence unbiasedly. That would be my encouragement to you. Number 2 is I think there's more than 10 reasons, but here's 10 reasons. 1 is prophecies such as Isaiah 53. Number 2 is Jesus's disciples. They were killed and tortured for their conviction that Jesus actually did rise from the dead. And they were in a position to know whether or not that was the case. Number 3 is the church gathering on Sunday instead of the Sabbath. It's actually quite significant. Number 4 is the church being birthed and existing in Jerusalem, because Jerusalem was the very place that Jesus was crucified. Number 5 is Jesus being worshiped as God. The disciples, remember, walked with Jesus and they saw him crucified. For them to worship him as God is extremely significant. Number 6 is Paul's transformation from persecuting the church to himself being persecuted for preaching good news, the good news of Jesus. Number 7 is the accurate nature of the biographical gospel account. So you see that in places like Luke 1:1-4. Number 8 is the other theories, like the swoon theory, don't do justice to the evidence. Number 9 is the many things in the Gospels that seem to clearly not be fabrication. So one example of that would be the women being the first to discover the empty tomb. That's significant because women were not credible witnesses in that time. The other thing that I think of is the timelines in the different Gospels. They seem like, does this actually match up? But I'd say they actually do, but it's not at first apparent that they match up. So that doesn't seem to be, it seems to clearly not be a fabrication. The 10th thing is the leaders, the early church leaders, are not always put in a good light. They mess up a lot. They forget things a lot. Or you have Peter denying Jesus 3 times. So they're not made out to be the heroes of the story.